I never sell out, fuck that, yo, I'm dead ass. I'm more like TNT when it comes to this. Ain't another brother seeing me. That's why opponents always get scared, cause I make brothers go away on that ass shit there.
That's right.
Yeah, this is your man Kilogram. Listen, I don't know what the fuck I got on today. I got a Clemson hoodie on. I got a hat that don't match. But I wanted to come to y'all and just let y'all know I haven't been going live in a while. I just been moving and shaking. For the new year, just really getting my thoughts together as to what I'm going to do, what direction I'm taking the podcast in. And I got a real good surprise for y'all that's going to be happening in the next week or so. But I wanted to get on here and talk about a few things. First of all, I wanted to talk about the Cameron and Jim Jones back and forth. I want to say something to Cam and I want to say something to Jim. As a loyal fan of Dipset, this is nasty work. I do not want to see this type of shit go on between two legends that I respect. Now, I understand brothers fight. I fell out with guys that I've been friends with for 20 and 30 years. But people will never know our gripes because I don't bring them to the internet. Now, when it comes to Jim Jones, right? Cam, no matter what you say, Jim was loyal to you. You can't tell us that Jim's not from Harlem because for the last 20 or something years, Jim has been representing that Harlem flag and he's made Harlem look good. We're not going to let you take Jim's Harlem stamp away. You can't. If Jim, Jomo, Capo, whoever you refer to him, if his grandma lived in the hood when y'all was 15, 16, 17 years old and you've been chilling at that crib that entire time, he from Harlem. That man almost 50 years old and you came to his apartment as a kid. He had his own apartment when his grandma died in Harlem. I don't care if he was born in the Bronx. You and the rest of the children of corn niggas met with Jomo at his grandmother's house in Harlem. He knows Dane, he knows Huddy, he knows everybody you know. So we know Jim to be from Harlem. You can't take his Harlem flag away after getting on all of these albums with him flying the Harlem flag. We're not letting you do that, Cam. I feel like it's just nasty work that y'all publicly airing out y'all brand, airing out y'all differences. Like we, as a fan of Dipset, need to get on the phone with each other, man, because this is unacceptable. You know what I mean? As far as Jim saying whatever he's saying, Jim is coming from a place of being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Jim is responding to you and 50 Cent. Why would you bring it up? If you know Jim, if you know that's a touchy subject, Cam, why would you have 50 on your show and then bring it up about the situation where the Dipset members went to a show and you felt the way? Like, you already know that's going to start some shit between you and Jim. But then you want to play victim, Cam. You playing victim now. Like, you bring it up on the show, Jim responds, and then now you want to air out his laundry. Now he ain't this. Mace taught him how to rap. But you and Mace dissed each other. If you go listen to Mace freestyle that he did, the Oracle, and you listen to what you said about him, like, we forgave y'all for that. Y'all sitting up there doing a show together, but the gloves came off during that record that you and him went back and forth. You and Mace, when y'all dissed each other, y'all said some harsh things against each other. If you can make up with Mace, what's your issue with Jim? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't have no dog in the fight. I respect Capo, I respect Cam, but I think that we are too old right now to be tearing down the brand that y'all built. Salute to Uncasa, because Uncasa made some sense. Uncasa said, what about the other members of Dipset? What about the Purple City Bird Gang? What about Hell Rel? What about J.R. Ryder? You know what I mean? What about, what's my man name? 40 Cal. What about, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about those guys that was flying that flag? You know what I mean? Now, they moving through the world, and Dipset is kind of like a joke now because the two owners at the top are airing each other out. You never see Jay-Z go and air Dame out. Dame's been on every platform speaking about Jay, but Jay won't come and slander that Rockefeller brand. He won't. Now, he moved and did what he did. He got away from niggas, but he did it with elegance. He did it with style, with class. You guys are trendsetters, icons. You know what I mean? That Dipset logo means something to guys on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Y'all come from a dope era. Dipset, Rockefeller, State Property, G Unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all taking, like Uncasa said, y'all killing the brand. Everything y'all worked for 20 years in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? How does a person feel good putting on a Dipset jacket or hoodie or t-shirt now when Cam and Jim is going at it and Cam is trying to denounce Jim's Harlem stand? Jim do what he want in Harlem. He walked through Taft. You know what I'm saying? He's in Harlem every day putting on. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he may have roots in the Bronx, but at the same time, like you said on a clip, Cam, you said the Bronx and Harlem is right there. You said you used to see Fat Joe hopping out big chains, all because the Bronx is so close to Harlem. So come on, let's be mature. Let's not do that, man. Cam, I hope you and Jim can get on the phone and put these differences to the side, man. If you can make up with Mace, you can make up with Jim. Respectfully. Because Jim was there when it got dark for you. All the beefs, no Diddy. Jim was there flying that flag. Diplomat immunity. You know what I'm saying? Come home with me. He was there. Joel Santana was there. Just because you up on the podcast, salute. But don't tear your brand down. Don't tear with the contribution that them brothers did for your label. Dipset looked good because you had Jewels and you had J.R. Ryder, Hell Rel. You had Jim Jones. You made a team. Jim became a blood, and guess what? That muscle helped you. That muscle helped you too, Ken. So that's it on Dipset. Now we gotta go to Jersey. Joe Buttons. My man Joe, aka Mouse from Jersey City, from Wetlands. Salute to Joe. Joe, I want to say, I seen the sleepwalking incident that you had. You know, for those that may have been under a rock, Joe Buttons was accused of appearing on his neighbor's front door, buckyball naked. You know what I'm saying? But Joe has a sleepwalking condition where he sleepwalks, and sometimes he doesn't know where he ends up. So in this particular No Diddy, Joe Buttons was sleepwalking, ended up on his neighbor's door through the Ring camera, and from her report, she said that he touched himself while he was, butt naked on her Ring camera. This is a crazy story for somebody so iconic as Joe. But Joe, I wanted to give you your props because I watched your podcast yesterday, and I like how you jumped in front of this. You were very transparent about what happened. You lawyered up. You went to all your court dates. You felt like, I guess, your neighbors that you had this quarrel with, they had been targeting you. You felt like they're racist. So basically, you ended up giving them fuel. You know what I mean? For them to go to court because y'all had been having some back and forth as neighbors, and then you ended up butt naked on their front door on the Ring camera. So you basically gave them some fuel. But I'm glad that you stepped in front of this on your podcast. You were very transparent with your fans, and you kind of made me look at things from a different perspective because I did think you was on some Freaky Friday shit. You know what I mean? But you jumping in front of it, explaining that it's a medical condition and that, the judge was able to see things from your perspective. The woman accused you of masturbating on her door. Luckily, with the Ring camera, it was 9 seconds of footage. And although you groped yourself, there was no masturbating or anything like that. And it was, in fact, a sleep condition. So salute to you for jumping in front of that, because Jersey did look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hearing that in the news, I personally stayed away from it because I'm a Jersey brother and I was a little biased. I wasn't trying to report that on Joe until I heard you speak on it. So because you spoke on it and you my brother from Jersey, I said that I would do a reaction to that. You know what I'm saying? So it was funny, Joe. Like, you got to do better, though, bro. You got to do better. Put some locks on your door. When you open the door, put some jingle bells or something at the top of the door where it wakes you up, because you can't be walking around with your Johnson hanging out. No Diddy, you heard? But this your man Kilogram. I just wanted to come on here and talk my shit for a little bit. I haven't been live, you know what I mean? I just been doing some reflecting, spending time with the kids, you know what I mean? Just thinking about different opportunities and direction that I want to take the podcast, take the music this year. And I love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And like I told y'all before, this is a rough one for your boy. But at the end of the day, I wanted to talk about Dipset. I wanted to talk about Joe Buttons. A lot of East Coast shit going on right now. And guess what? You better not lie, of course. I'm going to tap in. I'm going.